Hello and welcome to my Starcraft 2 journey, where today we will learn how to... Well, I say learn how to. I'm in no position. I'm in no position to be teaching anyone anything really. I do teach my little brother how to play this game, but he's like 4 years old. Well, 11. Same thing really. But, hang on. Who remembered their glass of water today? Me. But yes, speeding up a little. As you know, I've been rather bad at scouting in the past. I've told you I can find their base, and then the information I garner from that is that they have a base. That's about as well as I've done, so... As I've moved out of the Bronze League and into Silver, that's starting to become a bit of an issue, because doing all of my builds blind just leads to abject failure quite a lot of the time. I either get defensive when the enemy is expanding and getting a huge economy, or I get complacent and try to get an economy of my own while they're rushing. Just all sorts of things happen. So today we're going to look at some videos where I finally start to garner some useful scouting information and do something with it. So we're going to fast forward this for a moment. I'm scouting his base now, but of course all I'm really getting at the minute is that he's going the exact same... He's going the standard opening, although he does have 2 gas early, but I don't think I paid any attention to that when I was actually playing it, though if I were paying attention to that, I might have been able to garner some useful information that, fortunately, I will garner anyway a little earlier on. I like the word garner. Garner, chameleon. Sorry. So, yep, he's going 3 gates, but I don't know this anymore, I don't think. Yeah, my probe is long gone. Probably died trying to get as much information as he could. And I do, obviously, what I don't scout is this. Or this. Now this could be very bad for me. This could mean the end of everything. If he gets in some early DTs, he could destroy everything. Now I'm just massing up units, going on the defensive, because... I don't know why, because it's just the opening I was going for. Then, my policy so far is if he's on one base, stay defensive, because it probably means he's pushing for something. If he's on 2 bases, he can't have that much of an army. So... it'll be safe. Now let's go to my cam for a moment. I've got an observer in, seeing if he has an expansion, because that will determine how I go next. And I find that he's not got an expansion, and so I decide to check his main base. And I just happened to be looking at the time, as is a good idea. And what do I find? 3 DTs. Now let's go back to my camera to see what exactly I'm looking at. Yes, so I'm actually looking at this right now, and I see the DTs. Okay, maybe not on my camera. The point was, I did see that, and so immediately, what am I doing? I'm getting in another observer, though I have supply blocked myself because I am still a bit terrible. Chrono boosting it out, and I'm also pulling this observer back, just to see which one helps me out first. So I know there are Dark Templars coming. I'm preparing from it. Am I building any cannons? I think at this point I've decided that since I have an observer in an army, cannons won't be necessary. Although, yep, look, I am plonking them down. Plonking them down nicely. So I saw those Dark Templars. And, you know, that's something I haven't done in previous games. They've just been able to kill all my stuff and I've reacted too late, be it Dark Templars or Banshees. They've always gotten the drop on me with stealth. So I felt quite proud of myself here. I'm getting ready to take an expansion, because... there we go. So saith they when they die, but yes. I knew he only had Dark Templars coming, and I knew they would be pathetic if I had detection, so I felt safe taking an expansion here. My other observer, because now that I've got 2, I've got 1 with my army and 1 with them, I've noticed that he is taking an expansion, but no need to immediately rush out. I mean, I'm taking an expansion as well, and I know that he will have spent loads of money on those 4 Dark Templars. Let's see. They're 150 minerals and 150 Vespene gas each. So by the power of mathematics, that puts him at about 600 minerals and 600 gas down the drain for an attack that did pretty much no damage. Let's look at units lost. Yeah, he killed 2 of my dudes. By the looks of that price, it was a Zealot and a Stalker? No. No, it was... I don't know what he killed, but anyway, he only killed 2 dudes, I killed a lot more dudes. It's all going well. I'm ahead in income, speeding up again. So my observer still knows that this is coming. I should probably move a little bit further along, but whatever. And I do spot... I don't think I spot this quite yet. Let's have a look. Oh no, I'm still on my cam. So I do spot this, but I kind of sort of don't spot it. But, well, I figured out it's coming now, but luckily, I've got a nice defensive army. That's him throwing down the force fields, not me. I don't quite know why he's doing that, but whatever. Maybe it gave him some kind of advantage. But yeah, I'm dealing with his little push. And I decide, yeah, I'll just blow that up. And that. So, that was the big victory for me this video, I think. Scouting that early DT rush that could have done so much damage to me has just put me in such a high position. I'm staying defensive, but I'm also on 2 bases, so not impeding myself with my defense anyway. I've still got a brilliant economy. I have higher income than him. I have 45 workers to 32, and it looks like I'm farming a lot more gas than him, which is going to help me out with getting a nice big tech-heavy army. Because I'm still not entirely confident with Zealots. I know that Zealots are good, and people can do amazing things with Zealots, but I'm still a bit weary of things that only do melee and aren't very fast. I mean, I can see how Zerglings would work, because Zerglings, with the speed upgrade, are very, 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 very fast, but Zealots are just... they run about as slowly as I do, and that's saying something. So, speeding it up to ×4. It's obvious that I'm getting ready to take an expansion here. Defending it with cannons before there's even anything to defend. I don't know if that's quite the best idea, but whatever. I'm still ahead in supply, not getting myself supply blocked, which is always a good thing. Now I'm taking that 3rd. Ooh! And it would look like I'm attacking his 3rd. Oh yeah! I don't know if... oh, you can look at the replay, I'm not going to rewind it. I don't know if I stumbled upon that by chance or if my observer spotted it, but by the looks of the observers he's got, I take it that my other observer is killed. So yes, big engagement again, which I look to be winning quite well. Lost both of my Colossus, which is tragic, but I still have a big full force here. He's got another Colossus, but I've got 3 Immortals. He's not going to do a damn thing. So that's that Colossus down. And now I've got him back on 1 base, and I decide this is as good a reason. Pardon. More water. Lovely. This is as good a time as any to pull back. He's only on 1 base, he's probably going to have pretty much no income, so I can just sit back, get my expansion going, and just be ridiculously ahead. I probably could have ended the game there and then. I mean, it looks like these Stalkers are the last of his army, but I'm still just very aware of Artosis's advice: when you're ahead, get more ahead. I would feel pretty silly if I won that battle and then lost everything trying to push up the ramp, and yeah. So anyway, looks like I'm even taking a fourth, so I am really taking that get more ahead advice to heart. Yeah, it looks like I have plenty of gateways now, and I should have 2 robotics, but maybe I don't. Whatever. Point is, I'm keeping my money low in the late game, which is quite nice. I'm proud of that. Macro can sometimes slip, but then again, in fairness, it's not like I've had much to think about this match. I've just been ahead the whole time. Ahead, ahead, ahead. And now it's time to finish it. Yep, good game. Good game. So I'll see you in a moment. Okay, I'll breeze through this one a little bit quicker because I probably spent a bit more time on that first game than I should have done. But here's a game that exemplifies what I said earlier about no longer doing my builds blind. In this match, what I see from the opponent is going to fundamentally affect what I do at home, not just get a defensive force or take an expansion, but actually change the build I was planning. So I was planning a 3-gate robo with a defensive bent because I'm still weary of Zerg, but my guy is peeking around in his base, peeking around, and he sees that. Oh, maybe he didn't see it quite then. Let's have a look. Yeah, I've seen it. I know it's coming. So what do I decide to do off the face of that? Speed it up and show you. So I'm still sort of doing my 3-gate robo, but I know he's getting an expansion, which by my logic means that an expansion that early means he's not going to have an early army, or much of an early defense or anything. So I decide... let's 4-gate rather than 3-gate robo. Let's go into that early aggression. I mean, I realised in earlier games that it no longer works trying to push up the ramp when they've got good defense, but there's no ramp I have to push up here, so I could do quite well. He is obviously getting defences, and spine crawlers are quite good at defending, but I'm still feeling fairly confident, so speeding up, doing the old warp gate procedure. Nice timing there. The pylon finished and I warped in just as reinforcements came. I'm going in. I notice he's got a lot of spine crawlers that are being transfused by the queens, so I can't crack it quite yet, but he is sending a lot of zerglings and roaches after me that I'm sort of picking up from a distance. Those queens can't transfuse forever. I will break this line eventually. I notice he's getting more spine crawlers, which might mean I have to... oh no, I'm breaking through them. It's all going well. He's sending his queens after me, and I'm just mowing down his queens, and that's pretty profound for him, because it means he can't lava inject. It means he can't spread creep. It means, essentially, that he's on the back road, and I'm going to completely destroy this expansion, putting him back on one base and setting him back quite a bit. Yep, I lost a lot in the attack, but he's lost a hell of a lot more, plus an expansion. Let's look at the income. We're about the same on workers and about the same on income. He's getting more gas, but whatever. Point is, I am taking excess. Oh, the other reason I sort of went towards the 4-gate is if you noticed earlier, he did steal my gas, which is... I'm still not getting any guys on that. I think I worked that out in a moment. Let's have a look, let's have a look. Come on, Jamie, take some fecking gas. Okay, fine. I'm not taking gas. That's something that I can work on in future. But I'm pulling my guys back now because... well, there's no expansion there. I don't feel ready to go up the ramp yet, especially with all those spine crawlers. And in many games in the past, I've stayed outside the enemy's base trying to contain them, and they've just swung back and killed me at home. And it turns out that going back to my base was sort of a decent idea. Oh, it hasn't happened yet. I'll show you when it happens. Speeding up again. Have I got guys in that gas yet? No! I must be wondering at this point why I don't have any gas. I'm mining guys out of my expansion's gases, that's fine, but come on, Jamie, there's a gas there you're not taking. So just sort of getting upgrades, massing an army, getting ahead. Oh, looks like I've gone back for more aggression, because I figure that the expansion will be back by this point. Is that my whole army? I don't think it is. No, I'm keeping guys back here because I know something's coming, and something is indeed coming. He got mutalisks. And it looks like I'm sort of preparing to defend because I suspect that something like that is going to happen. So I'm getting ready to put cannons, but I wasn't quite ready yet, and he attacked. But luckily, I had guys back. They're mostly zealots that can't hit the mutalisks, so it looked like he might do a bit of damage to me here. Getting more gateways for that super macro. Warping in more stalkers, going to try and chase me away. Pulling back all my guys now just in case. Let's speed it up, and he doesn't make his mutalisks run away, which he kind of should do. Mutalisks aren't very good in a straight-up fight, so when my stalkers came, he should have just swung away and then come back when I wasn't expecting it. He spotted that expansion, but didn't seem to want to do anything to it. I'm now getting cannons. I've got a force here that don't really need to be here. Am I getting cannons back at home? Yes, I am. So I'm going to get it all defended, and now I'm getting ready to attack him again. Yep, got my guys down from there, and it's time to end this thing, I feel. Now it's time to end this thing, I feel. So let's go. He's got a lot of spine crawlers. Fairly small army that I'm just going to rip through. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be lovely. JGG. Jumanji. Good game. Jumanji is a good game. So I'll see you in just a moment for the final game of what is probably turning out to be quite a long video now. Bam. Okay, welcome back to the final replay of the day, which I'm going to skip through as quickly as possible for time reasons, because it's been a few long matches today. I mean, I'm not very good at ending a game quickly, it would seem. I don't have the confidence for that just yet, but the point of this video is that I go in and scout and find that I'm being attacked by a marine, and okay, I sort of have a zealot coming out, but I still think that's a very early marine to have, and let's have a look at what I actually saw when doing it. I didn't see that he had gas, but that doesn't matter, because if it was anything like a Reaper harass or something like that, there would have been no marines. It would have been straight to the gas and then the barracks. So the fact that he got a very early barracks tipped me off that I was possibly to expect some kind of rush. And he is massing up here. He's taking a bit longer than he could have done, so this probably doesn't count as a rush. It's probably just early aggression. But I prepared for it, got my magic 3, got the old force field down, and was just ready to end him. Warped some more in, just to deal with this madness. Another force field, lovely. He goes down like a sack of spuds, and these other guys decide to run away. So that is an early victory for me, I feel. Do I have an observer out? I must do. Yep, so there's my observer. Getting skinny. He noticed that there was an expansion coming. I'm sending him into the base right now, and I do see that big Marine Marauder army. Where is my fellow now? Yeah, he's there, just keeping an eye on this. I noticed there were Marine Marauders, and lots of barracks. That's what I noticed, so I decided to take an expansion. I've got enough to sort of deal with Marines and Marauders now, and I'm getting out an Immortal because they deal quite well with Marauders, I think. I could be wrong there, but they seem to do okay. So, getting more sentries, just in case I need to push the Marauders away or anything. He scans nothing. Just carrying on with Cloaks, getting my +1 research, but he does get a drop there. I don't know if you saw that. He got a drop that I didn't. I obviously... Do I know he has a starport? Whoops. Yeah, I know he has a starport, but, you know, I'm not perfect at scouting yet. I didn't realise starport equals medevac equals drop, especially when combined with ground army like that. But luckily I dealt with it fairly quickly. Took not very many losses. I think I get my guys on gas quite quickly. And I've got cannons now to prepare for any futureness, and I'm preparing to get cannons here, so all is well, so let's speed up. Oh, it's the eternal curse of today, just not getting guys back on that gas. I'll keep my eye on that gas to see if I do indeed get it back. So, I've got cannons now, and I'm feeling pretty safe. Have I still got an observer? I've still got an observer. I definitely see these medevacs, and I go back now for some reason. I don't know. I go back. Oh no, I was checking to see if he had that expansion or anything sneaky like that. So that's lovely. And he is now going in for major offensive, but look at that ball. That is a ball of units that he just cannot touch. I'm even brazenly getting more pylons as this battle goes, because I'm thinking, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna win this battle so well, I am in fact going to have to worry about getting supply blocked. So he runs away because my defense is amazing. Looks like he's not going for any more drop play, which good for him because I'm all cannoned up. I don't know if 2 cannons would actually defend against a drop or anything, but... So now I'm getting Colossus out, remembering to tech. It's probably quite late. Still not especially good at this sort of thing. So I push forward a little bit, sort of as a defense for the fact that I'm taking a third. My observer still knows what's going up. It looks like he doesn't get detection this whole fight. Ooh, gotta remember this thing. This is very nice looking. So, looks like he's going for something. And hey, these cannons were a good idea after all, because I notice he's coming in with a force of Vikings. So I'm warping in just in case, but the Vikings get scared off by the cannons, and even these... So he's probably spotted the third with them, but all I see are a lot of wounded Vikings, so I'm quite pleased with that. Still unwilling to move out, but now I'm willing to move out now that I've got a ridiculous amount of Colossus. 5 Colossus, it's just going to melt this ground army. Yeah, look at that. That's amazing. Realise that this bloke's wandering off on his own, and he leaves without a GG, which is about time that happened, because that's the theme of my life. But thank you for watching these replays. Sorry I didn't show me losing or anything, but you've seen the consequences of me not scouting before, so this still counts as a valid journey. Thank you, and goodbye.